Hello everyone, welcome back to Snap Bolt. I'm here not with a Pauper League, I'm here with a Legacy Cube League. It just came out today, it's out for a week, and I love cube drafts. So here we have some picks. We can just take Arid Mesa, fetch land. Tundra is a really strong land if we want to be blue-white control. Could also just take Ugin. It's just a big ramp, good thing to ramp into. Time Warp. I think it's really between like Arid Mesa, Tundra, and Ugin. I think the pick might be like Tundra or Arid Mesa, but I think it's more fun if I just take Ugin. And in Cube you can kind of do what you want. So I'm going to take this Ugin and just basically try to ramp into it. I like to be the artifact deck. It can also just be a control deck with Ugin. It's colorless, so we're pretty open. So I like starting with that. New addition here and Bone Crusher Giant. Okay, let's see. So we can take Cultivate, goes well with this Ugin. Don't think we want to take Temple Garden. It's not that strong of a land. I don't think we want to take Bone Crusher. Could take just Port also. It's a really strong card. I like it a lot. Outlaws Merriman. I mean, this is fine. I don't know if this necessarily should be in the cube, but I mean, it's a strong card. I think I'm going to take Cultivate. We may or may not be green, but I feel like it has the highest upside. It can fix our mana. It's a good ramp spell. It just gets us a lot of lands. Ooh. Do we just follow that up by taking Avenger? I think we do. In Vintage Cube, Rexage is stronger than it is in Legacy because everyone has like Moxes and Signets and stuff. But I think I'm just going to take Avenger here. Then we're looking pretty well set up just to be green ramp. And Ugin's fine in that deck too. So, other than that in this pack, there's not much else of note. There's some man lands. There's an Edict. Arcane Artisan can do some stuff, but nothing too exciting. Avenger is definitely where we want to be for that pick. Ooh, Plowinder's strong. Ponder's cool. Volk is looking at me, but definitely going to take Devoted Druid. I think that goes definitely best with what we have. If Devoted Druid wasn't in this pack, I would probably just take Plowunder. It's another strong card, but let's go with Devoted Druid. That's an easy Worn Power Stone, not even close. Our deck's looking pretty sick. Just a strong ramp deck. We don't really have the 1 mana ramp spells yet, like Llanowar Elf effects, but that's okay. Green's not, I mean, we haven't seen that many green cards, so hopefully we don't get cut, but we can still be green-blue or, you know, maybe green splash any other random color. So let's take the Worn Power Stone, go from there. People seem to love Carnage Tyrant. It's not my favorite, but I still may just take it here. I mean, it's just serviceable, playable. I just don't think it's as strong as most people do, but that being said, it's still good. We could take Brontodon as just a cheaper card. I think I'll take Carney T. There's a Garruk Cursed Huntsman, but I'll take a Hedron Archive. We're looking to have some strong artifact ramp in the Worn Power Stone and Hedron Archive now. We have Cultivate. We just have these like big kind of ramp spells that are a little bit harder to interact with. So that's looking good if we just take Archive here. There's Botanical Sanctum if we want to be green-blue, but I don't see a reason to do that over just taking a good, essentially mono-green card in Hedron Archive. Okay, looking pretty open. Just going to snap off this Deranged Hermit over Edric. Let's go with that. That was easy. Wield a Genesis Wave. I'll take it. We have all permanents right now except for Cultivate. So, yeah, Genesis Wave looking pretty good. We make a lot of mana. Just cast Genesis Wave, win the game. Now we really want to see Craterhoof Behemoth. Ooh, Port versus Slime. I'm going to take Slime just because if we get cards like Green Sun Zenith or like tutor effects like that, it's nice to have Slime in the deck, and it can just be a strong card to ramp into. I think the card that's most likely to make our deck is Arcane Artisan if we somehow end up like blue-green Show and Tell, although I don't even think that's likely either. Probably not playing any of these cards either. Guess could see myself maybe playing Abrupt Decay. I don't think we care about these flyers. Just gonna take a land. Ooh, Blood Braid, not bad. All right, that was a strong pack one. Somehow I always end up just drafting blue-white control or mono-green ramp, and although it doesn't look that insane yet, I think we have to take Cradle. We want to see like all the 1-mana elves like Llanowar Elf effects. If we see any now, we can just take them. We already have a combo of Deranged Hermit plus Cradle, Avenger plus Cradle, so we have like already multiple cards that work really well with it. And I think it's just not close. I think we're just snapping off a Cradle here. It's pretty huge for the mono green deck to get one of these. Other than that, there's not much else. There's like a Sundering Titan, Rattleclaw for us. I guess there's a Golos. If that wheels, we could take it and just like play it. Golos, get Cradle. It's kind of sick. Escape to the Wilds, another new addition. It's fine. I guess you could play it in Storm too. It's kind of cool. Not the best elf, but I still think I'd take it over Chord of Calling. Chord of Calling is not my favorite like Green Sun Zenith effect, but it's fine. But I just really want the 1-mana, even though this one like essentially it's tap, add 1 colorless for us, deal 1 damage to ourselves. It's still like good enough to play. You just want all like the 1-mana elves you can. So gonna take the Elves of Deep Shadow. It's nice that this draft is going kind of quick. Sometimes people take a long time on their picks, and just it can kind of like feel like a long, arduous process of doing the draft. You're just like, oh, come on, make a pick. But this is actually going pretty quick. I think it's between Elder and Awakening Zone. I like Awakening Zone a lot. I'm actually like always impressed with it. But I'm going to take Elder just because it's cheaper, costs 2 mana. And Elder is strong as well. Hopefully we will Awakening Zone or Gilded Lotus. And I think we will Awakening Zone. We'll see though. Okay, Farseek versus Pelucranos. I think I just take the 2 mana. Oh no, this can't even get Forest. I could also just take Dismember. I guess I like that over Pelucranos. That's close. I'm gonna take the Dismember. It's like this is like basically the only removal spell we can play. And yeah, Pelucranos is kind of a removal spell too. Maybe I just take Polykranos. I'm just gonna take Dismember. Whenever I take Pelucranos, I'm always like kind of underwhelmed. That's an easy Garruk. There's a Breeding Pool. Wow, Sneak Attack still there. No respect. But yeah, I'm just going to take Garruk. That was pretty easy. Ooh. Deep Forest Hermit versus Treetop. I think actually Deep Forest Hermit, we have the Cradle. So that's another like Hermit effect to combo with that. Plus it's just another army in a can. It's just a good card on its own. We just really want to see more Llanowar Elves here. I guess we can't really play any cards in this deck as it in this pack as it stands, but I'll just take Wrenn and 6 just in case we somehow open like green red lands. We can play Bloodbraid and Wrenn and 6. Yeah, we can't play any of these cards either. For the same reason, I guess I'll take Outpost Siege. We could side that in. Same reason with Escape to the Wilds, but we're missing here. Duplicate's a good card for this deck though. And there's the Awakening Zone back. Nice. I could take Xenagos and just try to be green and red, but I think the upside of being mono green is worth it. Bloodbraid. I mean, I guess Wrenn and 6 isn't even that good. We don't really have fetch lands, and Awakening Zone we know is going to be a really strong card in our deck. It even makes creatures for Gaia's Cradle, so that's pretty insane. Okay, there's Farseek versus Krasis. I guess Farseek is more likely to make our deck because if we get any green X duel, then we can just play Farseek and then get that land. So I'm going to be wary just not to auto-include Farseek in the deck if we don't have any of those duels, because then it literally just is 2 mana, do nothing. So, oh, whoops, we can't forget about Eugene and Genesis Wave over here. Definitely playing this Genesis Wave. It's so sick with Cradle. Like if we go like Deranged Hermit, Cradle, next turn untap, make like 15 mana, cast Genesis Wave, that's going to be pretty sick. I don't think it matters what we take here. Same for here. Okay, so we need more elves to be a really good green ramp deck, and we also want Craterhoof Behemoth. Those are like the two things we're looking for this deck to go from pretty good to really, really good. Ooh, Jace the Mind Sculptor. I mean, there's no way we can take it and cast it. Like, our mana just would not allow for that. Can't really take Crucible either. We have no lands going to the graveyard. It's between Whisperwood and Courser. I think we're just sticking to the mono green plan. Just try to get the best mono green deck we can. And between these two, we already have 3 5-drops that are good. And I think we're likely to wheel Whisperwood, but I'm going to take Courser. It's pretty much another like strong card in this deck, exactly what we want to be doing. So let's go with that. Ooh, Sylvan Library, Thragtusk, Kozilek, Kitchen Finks, Den Protector. There's a lot of strong cards. Swords to Plowshares, which we can't take. Library is not even that good because we don't have fetch lands. I mean, it's okay. We can just still like play it, pay life, and draw some cards. I guess we have other ways to shuffle, like Sakura Tribe Elder and possibly Farseek, but that doesn't seem that great. I mean, we don't have that much big stuff. We could just take Thragtusk, or we could just take Kozilek. I think we can make enough mana that we want Kozilek, because especially with Avenger, Deranged Hermit, Deep Forest Hermit, and Gaia's Cradle, we can make tons of mana. And Genesis Wave, I think we just want the bigger, like, I win threat. So I'm going to take Kozilek. I'd rather have the new Ulamog, but I'll take what I can get. Explore doesn't seem that great in this deck, but I might have to take it. There's Wasteland and Maze of Ith as well. Don't think I want to take Maze of Ith for this deck because we don't want to spend one of our land drops playing a non-mana producing land. Because that's the same argument for Wasteland, but Wasteland is just really strong. You can just really mess up your opponents. I'll just take Explore. It's not exciting, but we might just have to play it. Ooh, Biogenic Ooze. Another strong card with Cradle, but I'm going to take Rampant Growth. We need the early ramp. We just need it too badly. I just have to take Rampant Growth here. Farseek's not looking like it's going to make the cut. And here it looks like we're going to be taking the new Pioneer All-Star and Nykthos. Doesn't seem that insane in our deck, but I guess we still take it. It can still just add extra mana if we have like Courser, Deep Forest Hermit in play. I guess this adds 2 mana, essentially, because we have 4 Devotion. We tap 2 lands, tap this. So we tap 3 lands and make 4 mana. So Nykthos it is. Not the craziest Nykthos deck, but it's fine. There's nothing that insane. Like there's Satyr Wayfinder in green, but I'm thinking we just take Sword of Feast and Famine. I mean, could even just straight up play it. We have creatures. I mean, just drop it onto something. We could also sideboard it, and if they're black and green, or green, especially like a deck with black removal, we just bring in Sword. I like that over anything else in this pack. Just throw it in the side for now, but we may want it. Ooh, a late Dynamo, that's a huge pickup. Mind Shatter, I like this card a lot. I remember playing this card back in Standard. It was always pretty fun just to play. I played like Esper Control with Mind Shatter. I just loved playing that deck. It was so fun. But yeah, just going to take Dynamo here. And there's the new Ulamog. I'm going to take that over Pod, I think. Because, let's see. We have 1 drop, 2 2-drops, 1... We don't have, like, even that many creatures. Birthing Pod doesn't seem that good to me. And the new Ulamog seems exactly where we want to be. we have a lot of this big mana ramp, so yeah, our deck's looking sick. We just missed on the Llanowar Elves, so our deck's going to be a little bit slower than I would like, but it is what it is. Let's get the Farseek out of there too. Yes, Crucible. And there's the Thrag and Den Protector back. I want the Thrag Tusk. It's good to have against decks like Mono Red. And now I guess we take Maze of Ith. We can board that in against like red decks and stuff. I'm not going to start it though. So this is 26 cards including 2 lands. So that'd be 16 lands. I think this is fine. I think this is just the deck, because when you're a green deck, a lot of your cards produce mana essentially. Whatever. Just take this. I don't know. Just hate that. These last picks I don't think matter. Last pick, Mind Shatter. Come on, that card's sweet. Okay, yeah, what I was saying is when you're mono green, you don't actually need that many like literal lands, because look at how many of our cards produce mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This gives us mana advantage. 8, 9, 10. So like, pretty much everything except for a few cards from 4 down are all mana sources as well. So when you play like 18 lands plus all these mana sources, a lot of times your draws just end up being like 4 or 5 lands in hand and then 2 ramp spells, and you don't do anything. So it's better to play a slightly lower land count and then like a higher number of like just a high number of ramp spells. All right, let's see. Let's sort this a little bit better here. I like to take a screenshot of the deck, even though we don't really have any Green Sun Zenith effects. It's still just nice to know like what's in our list. All right, let's see. Jesus. Okay. Let's see here. Let's take a screenshot. And that's the deck. See you in round 1. Alright, welcome to round 1 of this Legacy Cube draft. We won the die roll, we'll be on the play. And this hand is a mulligan. We just can't keep this one lander. If we had one more land, we probably could keep, just because we know we could go Elder into Worn Power Stone, but we're on the play. If we miss, if our top card's not a land, we just literally don't do anything. So we need to mulligan. This hand looks great though. Wow, this hand looks really good. Wow. Now what am I putting back? I mean, I guess I'm just putting back Kozilek. Well, it looks like we may be able to Kozilek fairly soon. I mean, I could put back Forest. Let's see, let's think about this. We go turn 1, Elves of Deep Shadow. Turn 2, then we'd have to play Cradle, make 3 mana, play Worn Power Stone, I suppose. We're still pretty far off of Kozilek. I think I'm just going to put that back for now, and we can just draw into other... like, now we have more mana, and any big card, which we have a lot of in our deck, that we draw, is really good. We're against Dashman here. Looks like he could be on mono-white aggro. Now it's like the choice whether I play Devoted Druid or Worn Power Stone. Both essentially have summoning sickness because this enters tapped. I suppose I like Devoted Druid. It gets another creature down for Cradle. It still can add 2 mana, and then I can hit for 1, and I don't have to deal myself 1 damage. So I like this, playing Devoted Druid there, even though it's less mana efficient technically. Looks like we're up against some mono white deck. Just gonna play Worn Power Stone, hit for 1 again, and it's looking like, since we drew land, that we should have kept Kozilek and bottomed a land, but of course it's looking like that because we drew land. If we had drawn like threat, then we would have been like, damn, I wish we put the Kozilek back. Alright, Ranger Captain, sure. We just don't care about that. I don't like seeing Mountain as much because then he can kill our guys. Ooh, and Walking Ballista. Jeez. That was a nice combo. So we need to draw a threat here. Thrag? That's a threat. Still not going to play Cradle, I suppose, because we don't need to expose it. Thrag's looking solid on this board. but so is a ballista for 2 from him. So Thrag should buy some time and put some pressure on him. Ooh, there's the Merriment that I kind of talked crap about, so let's see how good it is. Yeah, so you can just at the beginning of your upkeep, so you do have to take a turn off. Okay, so, and he's just waiting on ballista too. Courser. All right, let's lead on that. And there's a Carnage Tyrant on top. That's fine. I guess I just play land, gain a life. There's our library, and let's hit for 5. So he's going to trade. And so this could make a 3/1 haste, a 2/1 lifelink haste, or a 1/2 haste that when it dies it deals 1 to any target. So he made a 3/1 trample haste. Okay. That's probably the worst one he could have made. I mean, I guess it's not. I guess it doesn't really matter. The 2/1 lifelink haste might have been the worst one he could make. Elspeth, that's a good card. You can like make a lifelinker and jump it. We're just gonna slam a Carnage Tyrant. We have this Courser out. Hopefully provide us some value, draw through some lands. Cultivate. I mean, that's not terrible. It allows us to shuffle with Courser and just gets us more mana. Not that we need any more right now. 4, 5, 6. Play Carnage Tyrant. And see, if I attack Beast into Elspeth, he gets to trade. I don't want to trade Courser at all. Yeah, I think I do want to do this. I could attack Beast plus... does limit my mana, but I think I just have so much mana that it doesn't matter. What if I attack Beast, Courser, and Elves of Deep Shadow at Elspeth? He could double block Courser, trade for Courser. Elspeth takes 4 down to 1. I don't think it's that concerning. I think I just attack with Beast and Elf. Then he can trade like for Beast and Elf if he wants. That limits our Cradle mana, but it also limits his board and his ability to block Carnage Tyrant profitably. Because since he made that trade, now he has to basically make 6 power in order to block this, and this is still going to be tough for him to put enough toughness in front of to save Elspeth. So 3/1 trample haste. Okay, that's a start, I guess. Create a 1/1 soldier. Okay. I guess drawing Cultivate is not that great. Banishing Light on the Courser. It's annoying. He's probably... I don't know if he was just trying to target Carnage Tyrant. Probably not. So now we're just drawing Cultivate. Luckily, you can't answer this Carnage Tyrant on board yet. We'll thin our deck of 2 lands with this Cultivate. Walking Ballista for 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Interesting, okay. He has 4 cards in hand. Alright, so I'm just going to attack Elspeth. If he wants to save it, he has to put 2 things in front of it, and he can't kill this Carnage Tyrant no matter what. So, yeah, he can double chump, and Elspeth goes to 1, and I don't lose Carnage Tyrant. So, that's totally fine with me. I guess next turn he can deal with Carnage Tyrant, because he can pump Ballista, make a guy with this. Oh, depends which one he makes. And make a guy with Elspeth. Put one of them onto the battlefield, play the other one, pass the turn. So we have 7 of our lands, so we have 11 lands left out of 26. So we have about a 40 something, low 40% chance to draw a land. And we have a good chance to draw threats. Most of our threats are really good. I suppose our best draw is the Eldrazi and Genesis Wave. Alright, Rekindling Phoenix, that's annoying, but nothing we can do. Now we need to draw something. Avenger. Man, now playing that, now playing the land is so bad. That was a punt. But we still just play Avenger. Pass the turn, I think. I don't want to trade Carnage. Well, yeah, because then he just goes block with Phoenix and then get Phoenix back. So 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And I can't even kill this Elspeth, so I'm just going to pass the turn. Yeah, playing the Forest from Cultivate just really cost us, because if I didn't, then I could have played it after playing Carnage Tyrant and made 6 1/2s. Oh, it's when it enters the battlefield? Oh. Duh, I killed our elves. I wasn't even paying attention. Okay, I mean, that's annoying. I thought it was when it died. I mean, we're still not out of this game. Cast out on Avenger. Man, we could have had all these be 1/2s. It's pretty bad for us. This game feels like it's starting to slip away. But we still have our Eldrazi in the deck. Only 25 cards left. We just basically need to draw non-lands here. I don't even think I can't even attack yet. There's Genesis Wave, okay. And we just make 1,000,000 mana here, so I'm assuming this is going to be good enough, and we'll see if it is. I'm just going to cast it for the full... I'll probably leave 1 mana. I'll leave I won't use the counter on the Devoted Druid because he could have Mana Tithe. So there's no reason to play into that. So that was the best draw. Genesis Wave for 14. Pretty sick. And we hit... Our deck's pretty much all permanent, so we get to put them all into play. Including Acidic Slime, Duplicant, Garruk. I think everything's highlighted. It's hard to tell. Wait, no, not this one. Yeah. Okay, now I think they're all highlighted. So I'm going to press OK. We actually did not hit an Eldrazi. But I think I just duplicate the Phoenix. And he just concedes. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it actually wasn't even that sick. Like, we don't really have that much else going. I guess the problem is for him that I, like, get the Acidic Slime. And I can Acidic Slime the cast out and get a Avenger back, and then I mean that's probably enough. I can also fight with Garruk, flip it, and then use that to tutor for an Eldrazi. Let's go to sideboarding. Alright, he's kind of red-white mid-range, so I don't think we want, like, he's not like red-white aggro. He is pretty mid-range. He doesn't even seem that aggressive, so I don't think we want Maze of Ith. We definitely don't want Sword. I mean, Knight of Autumn would be good, but we just can't cast it. So let's just run it back. Yeah, I mean, this hand's slow, but I think it's fine. Awakening Zone seems really nice. Hopefully we draw into a 2-drop ramp spell. And even if we don't, we just have like a lot of value, which I think is good in this matchup. Okay, Devoted Druid, perfect. And now if he kills that, it's fine because we're kind of just curving out now. Next turn we just drop Awakening Zone, then we start casting 5-drops. That's good, but it's not that scary at all. Just gonna hide the Nykthos still. Just gonna F6. I don't see there being any reason that we're going to want to like use Devoted Druid twice to kill it in response to anything. Okay, so he's just going to kill Devoted Druid here. It's fine. Now the question is, which 5-drop do we play? Acidic Slime seems like a nice one. Just like Acidic Slime, kill planes. I think I like that. Then that threatens to trade with his Brimaz too. We could play Thrag first, but yeah, I'm gonna play. I think I'm gonna play Slime, kill a land. That also, like, I think sets him back the most. I think always yes and always yield to that. Rampant Growth, that's a fine draw. But let's play Acidic Slime. Kill planes. I'm more scared of stuff like Elspeth than double red spells. I guess there was an argument for playing Thrag would be that he has like good artifacts and enchantments we want to kill that we'd rather kill over a land. So like going Thrag or playing even Deranged Hermit is better. But there was also a possibility by playing Slime that he's like, oh, I have no more lands. Now I can't cast these 4 or 5 drops in my hand. And he might even have a good 5-drop that he wanted to play this turn. Oh, he's just getting in there? I'm just going to trade... I was going to say I'm just going to trade with the Brimaz, but maybe I just eat a cat, take 5/6? No. I'm just going to just take the 2 for 1. We have this Thrag. Oh, God. Okay. Forest. Nice. Now the question is, do I sack the spawn to make to Rampant Growth this turn? Let's think about this carefully. So if I go Forest, sack it, Rampant Growth, then I have 2 forests in play. Next turn I get 1 more and I have 4 mana. If I just play Forest Pass, I make another token, make another Eldrazi spawn, take 4 down to 8. Next turn I play Nykthos and Rampant Growth. This is close. I think I just don't Rampant Growth this turn because I can just take 4 and then this way like I have more spawns if I need to chump. So I'm just going to play Forest and pass. I can just Rampant Growth next turn. And then I can just Thrag Tusk to get the life back. Mana Confluence, sure. We take 4. Make a spawn. Forest is good. Let's Rampant Growth, get Forest. And then next turn we can just Thrag Tusk. And hopefully that's enough. Drawing Forest there on the Forest was absolutely huge. Let's see, he does have another land. Interesting. So I could block to gain 2, to like essentially gain 2 life. That doesn't seem bad. Then if he has a burn spell, we just have to take our next turn off again. I'm not that scared of dying to double bolt. I'm just going to go to 4. Yeah. This looks good. Now I just play Nykthos, Thrag, go up to 9. And then next turn I play Deranged Hermit. Now we're really looking to be in the driver's seat. He has 2 lands with 3 cards in hand, probably cards he can't cast. Ooh, cycle the cast out. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, he needs to draw into stuff. Probably more lands. If we didn't trade with Brimaz, we would have lost this game. Because then he'd be making a token every turn. So if I block Red Cap with Thrag, then when Red Cap comes back, he can just kill the Thrag. Otherwise, I can just take 3, go to 6. I like killing the Red Cap because then it protects our Deranged Hermit. So I'll just take 2, go to 7, trade my Thrag for the first half of the red cap, which I let... Oh, he's pinging us? Wow, that's interesting. I mean, now it still protects our deep forest a little bit better. Ooh, and... I said deep forest, but I meant deranged hermit. Let's see. I suppose I play this first. I mean, the game's not going to go on that long, and then this way I can play this into this, and then my squirrels will be 3/3s. I've never done that before, but I guess there's a first time. Let's go deep forest hermit. Pass the turn. I don't think I need to attack with Thrag. Yeah, I'm going to. If he wants to triple block it, that's fine. I should have attacked with Thrag before playing this, but that doesn't matter, I don't think. So the Thrag looks like that wheeling the Thrag like is helping us win this game. I'm pretty sure we're gonna win. Oh, Helix us? Oh, maybe not. Maybe we're dead. Does he have a bolt? Doesn't look like it unless he's slow rolling us. Okay, let's just stack these. Carnage Tyrant. Let's see, let me just think if there's any way I can play multiple things with using Nykthos. I don't think there is. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, no, I can't. So in that case, I just use Nykthos now for 4, 5 mana. Play Deranged Hermit. And then I hit with Thrag and all my squirrels that can attack. And he just takes 9, and then just next turn he's dead. So he just has to draw a bolt here. This is the ultimate slow roll. Stomp us down to 1. And it looks like he has something. Ballista for 1. Oh no. That was a good game. I cannot believe we lost that to the Ballista for 1. The red cap ping us was the right play for him. Wow. I felt like that was... I mean, we did well after the Armageddon, but come on. Oh, that was brutal. I still like this matchup for us, though. That draw was a little clunky, and it still felt like we were the better deck. Yeah, I still don't think we won anything. Let's just run it back. Man. The Exaxes. We had to win next turn. So if I had chumped one more time with a spawn that I didn't use, I could have won the game. So I think that was probably a punt, but it's hard to know. I thought I might need them later, and I honestly didn't even expect him to have that much burn in his deck. Alright, we get to be on the play for game 3. It's been a pretty fun matchup so far. Definitely keeping this hand. Just want to draw threats. Forest go. Just gonna F6. Yeah, he does not have a 1-drop. Interesting. So I can explore here, but I can also just explore next turn. And we have this cultivate. There's no rush to explore. I'd rather get Devoted Druid down. So we can ramp pretty hard here. Flame slashes the Devoted Druid. Okay, it's fine. Now I just go cultivate. Can't stop the ramp. Pass the turn. This Hedron Arc, I like this card a lot. It's just like ramp and card advantage, which work really well in tandem, so... Oh, that was bad. Alright, let's just go land, Hedron Archive, play Explore, play a land for Explore. So we have not drawn that well, but we can crack Hedron Archive to draw some cards. We have a lot of mana. We have 8 mana right now. Drawing like just Ulamog here would be sick, then we can just pass the turn. And I guess drawing like any other threat into Ulamog would be better. Monastery Mentor. Okay, that's scary. Wow, land? Just drew all lands this game. Okay, Thrag is good. Now we want to draw like Avenger, Duplicant, that sort of thing. But yeah, we just drew a lot of our lands. Wow, Sky Sovereign? Jeez. Trigger Monastery Mentor. Alright, not looking good. Now we can attack with Brimaz as well. I probably have to trade this beast for a Mentor if he attacks. I can't allow him to just keep making monks. He doesn't even... Yeah, he's not even going to trade. Oh yeah, he is. Okay. Well, I'm going to trade. Avenger? Sakura. Certainly not Avenger. I think we're probably dead. Wow, just that last game feels pretty bad now. I wonder if I was too confident, but I think I just didn't want to chump yet. Inferno Titan. Okay. I don't think we have any outs now. Now we can crew the Sky Sovereign. Get in for like 1,000,000 damage. And I don't think we can stop all his board. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 out of our 16 lands. I mean, we did play Cultivate and Sakura, but we only have 4 lands left in our deck out of 22. We just drew too many of them. We just needed to draw like one more threat. And we're dead here. GG's opponent. That was a fun match, and I'll see you in round 2. Alright, welcome back to round 2. After that disappointing round 1, we're against Momo 391, and we're going to be on a mulligan here. We're on the draw. So it's mulligan. And this hand looks great. I could put Cradle back, but it's sick with Awakening Zone, so definitely not going to do that actually. Just going to put Forest back. Keep. Forest back. Done. And he's on a mulligan as well. Oh. He just passed the turn. He was on the play, and he just didn't do anything. So, if you haven't seen my last Popper video, I did the same thing. Sometimes it's hard to tell on Magic Online, and you just press 6, and you just basically miss your first turn. So it happens. It's pretty devastating because now essentially we were on the play and we drew a card. That's just like so good. Now we can play Awakening Zone and then play Slime. And maybe he kept a 0 lander possibly, but maybe he's just like gonna concede. Yeah, so we're just playing Slime next turn on his land, and that should be a concession. Oh, looting. Okay. Have no idea what's going on that side. I'll probably play Nykthos next turn because I have Nykthos and Cradle, so I may want to have both in play in the next 2 turns. So I'm gonna play Nykthos. Oh, wow. He just went Faithless Looting. That's why he kept, I guess. Reanimate Ulamog. Okay. We can't... Oh, we can definitely beat that. Oh my god, he could have gotten Terrastodon. That was such a mistake from him. If he just went Terrastodon, kill my own 2 lands, and kill like your Awakening Zone, I don't think we can beat that. But this... Oh no. Because if this attacks twice, it still kills us. Man, this is looking sketchy. He's at 10 though. We need to draw a threat this turn. Oh, deranged hermit. Could that do it? That could do it. I guess I'm just gonna play Nykthos and then play deranged hermit. So we only have 8, 9 power, unfortunately. Dark Ritual? I mean, sometimes when you're Reanimator, you just have it. Obnixilis, kill deranged hermit, maybe? If he draws a card here, that's so greedy. Oh my god. So he can't attack. If he attacks, he's dead. Okay, he doesn't attack. Why did he draw a card? Oh man, and I had to play Cradle there. I thought this was the Deep Forest Hermit. Oh, that was a punt. Ah, god damn it. I guess it doesn't matter. I can still play Cradle after. But weird, okay. Alright, let's make a 0/1. And then pay for Echo. Yes. Why would he draw a card? That makes no sense. Alright, let's slime. Slime is red source. And then if I attack with all, and he goes block deranged hermit, take 8 down to 1. He's just like pretty dead. Just gonna go with that. Because if I don't attack with the ranged hermit, he gets to block a squirrel, and then he takes 6 down to 3, and I'd rather him be at 1. Then he can't even draw a card. Yeah, I think our opponent definitely misplayed. Okay, I don't know why. Okay, because he's going to 2. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Okay. Root Brown Crag tapped. He has to have something else. Exhume Terracodon. Make a bunch of blockers. And then kill one of our guys. He's at 2. Yeah, that might be enough. Then he can minus the Obnixilis. Wow, Faithlessly Reanimate, Dark Ritual, Exhume. There's like Legacy over here. Yeah, so he has 5 blockers now. Okay. And you can just attack twice with Ulamog. I'm not going to concede yet. Destroys slime. Alright. I don't think showing our deck really matters too much. I'll just take it. Ulamog. Okay, that does it. Nice. That was a lucky draw. So now I get to go Ulamog, kill this and this, then hit with all, and that's lethal. Our opponent certainly misplayed. If they just, when they played Obnixilis, if they just killed the Range Hermit and attacked, we were dead. So, snuck out a win there against Reanimator. Let's see, even though the two things he reanimated weren't black, Sword of Feast and Famine still might be decent. It makes him discard, which could help him. I'm just not going to bring it in. I think Dismember is fine as well. Let's just run it back. Alright, sand looks good. Hopefully this elf survives. I wonder if he kept a 0-lander and got there. Would have been pretty ballsy if he did. And we can go elf, maybe into Courser. Fabled Passage, tap land, okay. It's a cool one for cube though. I'm just going to play Courser here. Just get it down. Awakening Zone on top. Oh, that's pretty sweet. But next turn we're just going Deep Forest Hermit, and then we can just play Oolong on T4 here, assuming he can't interact. Faithless Looting. Okay, does he have the Reanimate? A lot of times these Reanimator decks, they're strong, but they are pretty inconsistent. And versus, like, okay, he has it. So he gets Elish Norn. So now we can't play Deep Forest Hermit. There's Kozilek. So if I explore right now... Oh, this Awakening Zone doesn't even do anything. Brutal. Alright, I'm just going to explore. Play land off the top, that's good. Yield to that. Play another forest. Alright, well... We can play Thragtusk next turn. Yeah, Elish Norn's pretty brutal for us. It's turning off so much of our hand. Yep. Alright, take it. Dismember. I guess that can do something. Because yeah, if we play Deep Forest, the Elish just kills everything. Okay, so we're on 6 mana right now. Wow, Plains? Oh yeah, duh, Outlaw's Merriment. So he's just like 4-color Reanimator. Man, hope we don't lose this. His deck seems pretty sketchy. Oh god. Whip. I mean, his deck looks cool, but... I mean, he should attack with Elish too. I can't do anything, yeah. Can't do anything to this either. In your graveyard. So you can return creatures to his hand right now. And he gets experience when another creature dies. Okay. I'm just going to take it all. Draw Dismember. Play land off the top. There's Cultivate. So we're at 5-7 mana. But now he can't attack with Elish because we can dismember it and block with Thrag. So I think what I'm going to do is just play Awakening Zone, pass the turn. And this, yeah, it just basically returns a creature with haste and then it gets exiled at the beginning of the next end step. I mean, it is good. So he can't attack with Elish right now. Flashback Looting. Nothing I can do about that. If he has land plus creature in the graveyard, he can whip it into play. I can't believe we won that first game. Our opponent definitely should have had that. I might have made a small mistake or two, but yeah, he really messed it up. He's just taking on this looting. Discards Masker Worm and Green Sun Zenith. Okay, well, next turn he can Masker Worm, so we have to do something here. Please attack with Elish. Oh no, he didn't attack with anything. And he returned Masker Worm to his hand? Unless he has a black source, he can't even cast it. Okay. I think we have a chance to win this game. Okay, that doesn't do anything. Always yes. Always yield. Play Forest. There's a Carnage Tyrant on top. 6, 7, 8 mana. So he's probably going to play Masker Worm and kill us. But I think my line is to just play Cultivate. We don't need that Carnage Tyrant on top. And this gives 5, 7. So we have 7, 8, 9. So we have, if he doesn't kill both, if he only kills our Thragtusk or doesn't kill any of our guys, we have 10 mana next turn. We can Ulamog. Surprised he put that Masker Worm in his hand. If he casts it, are we dead? Maybe. So not looking good here. Oh yeah, he has the Incubation Druid. Sorry for that. I think we're dead. We'll just see what happens. Elish, so if I dismember it, then it just makes it 2 power. It doesn't work to dismember it, so the problem is now I'm still at 9. I'm only at 9 mana. Oh god, Awakening Zone plus Masker Worm in play. 7, 8, 9 mana. So I'm dead. I'll just concede this. We were close to casting Ulamog, but just not quite there. Alright, let's just run it back. Our opponent's deck seems pretty all over the place, not that focused. It's likely that his deck's just not going to function that well. And our deck seems, you know, it's kind of clunky, but it's pretty consistent. So I like our position in this matchup. Alright, we're on the play. Yeah, keep this hand for sure. I'll lead on Devoted Druid. See if our opponent keeps. He does. Yeah, just when you have the turn 1 elf, it makes such a big difference. Okay, Ulamog, that's fine. Let's go Devoted Druid and pass. If we draw a land, we can just play Deep Forest Hermit on T3. So that'd be ideal. I guess our best draw would be Gaia's Cradle. And our opponent plays Swamp Forest Pass. Nice. And we're gonna do it. Let's just go with Deep Forest. Put 9 power into play on turn 3. Not bad. Oh god, does he have it again? He just has the Faithless Looting Exhume every time? No. Okay, he doesn't. Oh my god, that was scary. I was holding my breath. Alright. Let's see. Let's just start by attacking. Attack for 9. And then I have 4 or 5 mana. I don't want to wave for 2 or anything. I'm just going to lead on Explore. Ooh. Then play Cultivate. That was a good draw, because it puts the forest into play, one into our hand, and then we can play it from Explore. So that was a really sweet draw. Alright, does he have a 4-mana reanimation card? Just all these colors. He wants to be able to like cast his Elish and stuff. Okay. Sure. He can put stuff back in his hand. Probably just going to crash in with squirrels here. Craterhoof, you put it back. Does he have to? Choose target creature in your graveyard. Oh, you have to. Oh, man. Otherwise, if you return it to the battlefield, otherwise put it into your hand. You have to use it. So he's going to get his Elish out of his graveyard next turn. Unless he Faithless Lootings another creature in there, but... Sweet. Oh, Dynamo. 6-7 mana. When the last is removed, sacrifice it. So this is dying next turn anyway. So I just attack with all. Not Devoted Druid, obviously. Alright. Then he just blocks a 2/2. Takes 7 down to 4. And then I go Dynamo, Elder, pass the turn. Then we have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mana. So yeah, next turn we can just Ulamog. Even if he like Wraths our board, we can just sack Elder, get Forest, and still cast Ulamog. We'll still have 10 mana just from 7 Forest Dynamo. So it's looking like the turn 3 Deep Forest Hermit was enough. Aurelia, sure. Our opponent is definitely going deep here. Makes it a 5/4. Then he's going to have to return his Elish, yeah. Sure, I'll sack this. I don't think it really matters. I'm just casting this Ulamog here. Oh, I shouldn't have sacked it. That was wrong, because now we don't have lethal. Oh, never mind. We can just bolt him. Just gonna swing for 3, and then Ugin Bolt Face. So another misplay by me there. Playing a little sloppy. Three, 8, Ugin, Bolt you. Alright, 1-1. Let's see if we can 2-1 this. Alright, round 3 in this Legacy Cube draft. We got this sweet mono green deck. We're against Yarmb. And this hand is awesome. Gonna snap keep. We have a lot of our cheap good ramp. And it looks like we could be up against the mirror. We have a good hand for that, since it's one of our faster hands with Elves of Deep Shadow. Yeah, if we had just like Llanowar Elves or other like 1-mana ramp cards, this deck would be a lot better. Black-green. Rofellos. Jeez. Okay, we're in trouble. We are definitely in trouble. I just play Courser. Rofellos is just so good. I've had some ideas just brewing some like legacy decks with Rofellos, but haven't really ever acted on it. This is the card when I was like a young kid. I owned one Rofellos, and I just like I just owned one, and I played kind of kitchen table Magic when I was young, and I just loved building decks around my one Rofellos and just like I loved playing like these mono green kind of like aggro decks, and Rofellos was just so sick in it. Cradle. Okay. Hopefully this isn't like a deranged tournament effect. Okay, Chromatic Lantern. What else has it got? Him. Gets our Rampant Growth and our Sakura Tri-Elder. Okay, it could have been worse. I mean, I guess that is pretty awful for us. I guess all we can do is just yield, play Devoted Druid, attack for 3. And then next turn we can go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Next turn we can just play Avenger, although it's not even that threatening. I guess our line most likely is play Avenger, and then next turn just Genesis Wave for any amount we can and try to hit lands and go that route. So our opponent is playing a Rofellos Hymn to Tarak deck. That's pretty bold. I mean, he could just be black-green mid-range, like playing Rofellos. That's fine. But just with the Cradle, I just figured him to be like more on the mono-green side. Let's see what he's got. Four mana, 5 mana, 6 mana. Garruk, Cursed Huntsman. That's really good, especially with Cradle. Jeez. It's going to be tough to beat. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got to play Forest from the top. We gain a life. And then we just play Avenger. Duplicant, I guess, is nice. I don't think it's going to be enough, though. 6, put a counter, and then play Avenger. And then next turn we just Genesis Wave. We need to, like, we want the card after Duplicant, we want to be Gaia's Cradle, because then we can play it using Courser, add tons of mana, and cast a huge Genesis Wave. I think that's how we win this game. I mean, I guess we can also win just through by Avenger here. If our opponent doesn't have much else, I guess, what can you do? He can minus Garruk, target Avenger. That would be fine with me, because that would free us up to Genesis Wave here. I mean, I guess we can't even really cast a good Genesis Wave yet, but we can Duplicant the Rofellos. We can do some stuff. And he might not want to minus the Garruk. He might just want to make more wolves. Hopefully he has not much else in hand. Yeah, opponent just in the tank here. If you've watched any of my other videos, I had some problems with my computer and the fan. It was super loud. And I worked on my computer a lot, changed some settings. I cleaned the inside and the fans really well, and I haven't really been noticing it. So hopefully, moving forward, that problem is resolved. Our opponent just tanking. He's probably thinking on what to do with Garruk and which cards he can cast from his hand. Okay, he does kill Avenger. That's okay. I mean, next turn I'm playing this Duplicant regardless. See what he plays. Might need to Duplicant whatever he plays and not the Rofellos, depending on what it is. It's a Woodfall Primus. Killing a land. That's really good. Luckily we can still play Duplicant because we have a Forest in hand. We can just Duplicant the Woodfall Primus. Oh, he's attacking with both of these? Okay, yeah, he can't do that because then we just get to kill one, then kill Woodfall Primus, and then kill Garruk. So now what I do is I go play land off the top. There's a Carney T. So I could kill Little Fellows. That really limits his mana, but he already has Cradle Garruk going. I think I just need to kill this. And then it makes my duplicate a 6/6 as well. But it does not give it trample. I can't attack with Courser. I need that in play. Yeah, we just need to draw a Cradle at some point, and then we can just cast this Genesis Wave. So please let Gyga's Cradle be under this Carnage Tyrant. See, like, yeah, this Carnage Tyrant might do something on this board, but it also just might not be enough. We'll see. I like Primeval Titan and just like other 6-drops better than it. But we needed the playable in this deck. 100% Sidereal Sword of Feast and Famine in this matchup. Our opponent really taking their time. They're down to 19.5 minutes, and we've only used 1.5 minutes. So they've used 5.5 minutes, and we've used 1.5. So our opponent really just taking their time, their decisions, which is fine. Polluted Delta. Okay, I mean, he didn't even need to sacrifice that. Unless he has some reason to delve. He has the Chromatic Lantern, which it's kind of a cool interaction. It gives all his lands the ability to add 1 mana of any color. So this is a land, and it can add 1 mana of any color, or it can pay 1 life sacrifice to search for an island or swamp. So he could have just left the Delta in and then tapped the Delta for mana using Chromatic Lantern's ability. Which I've also seen people do with like Evolving Wilds, which is kind of cool because you think it's a tap land, but with the Lantern it can actually just tap for mana itself. Alright. Yeah, he's just going off with Garruk and Gyga's Cradle. What a lucky dog over there. And you sack Delta. The Great Henge. Jeez. Elf draw. Just going off. This card's sweet. So we cast it for 7 mana. Brutal. Alright, looks like he doesn't have anything else. Cradle? Cradle under Carnage Tyrant? Is he just gaining life? No, he's casting something else. It's weird that you like went Green Sun for 4. For Tracker. Okay. Dismember on top. That's not gonna do it. I think I want to wait 1 more turn to Genesis Wave also, because let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. We're only Genesis Waving for 4. It's just not gonna cut it. Just gonna play a Carnage Tyrant and pass. Let our opponent do their thing on their turn. We'll just wait patiently over here. I guess a Nykthos would still be pretty good, because a Nykthos would, let's see, add for 3, we add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Nykthos adds 3 more mana, so that'd be good as well. But yeah, Cradle is really where it's at for us. Our opponent essentially has infinite mana over here, and he's got the Great Henge going. This card would have been really, really good in our deck too. It's like Glimpse of Nature plus Anthem plus gain life plus add mana. This is a pretty insane card. Another card I've wanted to brew with in Pioneer, and even thought about trying to play it in Modern. A little bit harder in Modern. Yawgmoth, wow. So he can sack these wolves and then ult Garrick if he wants. I don't think he really needs to. He can make just so much mana too. He can draw cards. Yeah, see, he shouldn't have sacked the Delta because now with the tracker in play, he could have sacked it and gotten another clue. Alright. You don't get the creature back with duplicate. It's not like a Oblivion Ring effect. It just exiles it permanently and makes duplicate into the power and toughness of whatever that was. Alright, Plow Under on top. I'll just concede. Our opponent's playing pretty slow, and I don't feel like just sitting here and just like getting grinded out slowly. We're not going to win. If we just, next turn, we're going to draw land, play land off the top, and Dismember is still going to be our top card. And our opponent's just going off with Great Henge, Garruk, everything. So definitely fine to concede there. Let's go Sword of Feast and Famine. And I think that's it. What's our worst card? Maybe Carnage Tyrant? Maybe Explore. I think Carnage Tyrant might be our worst card. Let's go with this. We want to keep all of our early ramp in, I think. Be on the play. His hand's kind of slow. I'm just going to keep it though. That's a close one. We have a turn 4 Acidic Slime. We have a lot of mana. We'll see if this draw pays off or if it just looks silly. Alright, Ugin's great. I got nothing. Pretty clunky mono green deck over here. Rofellos? Yep. It's tough. Awakening Zone go. Gonna have to slime up a forest next turn. It's gonna go forest, play 6-drop. Yeah, Rofellos just insane. Hopefully his hand's like Yawgmoth, him, other stuff like that. Yeah, keeping this hand is feeling pretty bad right now, but we still are working towards this Ugin. Okay, he has an Acidic Slime. Brutal. He was on the draw and he slimed before us. Just draw land. Okay, next turn I can slime. Slowly working toward this Ugin, one land at a time. Just land, drop, go. Land, drop, go. If he plays like a Woodfall Primus here, it's just a 6/6 plus a time walk. If we ever survive long enough to cast this Ugin, I mean, I think we can win. I think that'll win the game. Most likely. Duress, take Ugin, great. Duress, wow. We don't have that many hits on Duress. I guess we do have a fair number. We have like Artifact Ramp and Ramp spells and finishers, so we actually have a lot. We don't have that many creatures even. I'm just gonna Acidic Slime the Lantern. I know he can add more mana with Rofellos, but it seems like he doesn't have black mana. So I'd rather strand black cards in his hand than try to take him. It only takes him off a little mana to kill. I guess it takes him off 2 mana, killing a forest essentially, but I think taking him off black is more important. Yeah, he probably has double black cards in hand. Okay, he can get 1 black source now. Yeah, I'm still just going to kill a Lantern. His hand is feeling awful though. Feeling like I should have mulled. Our deck's just not even that explosive, so I was worried about mulliganing and losing resources, and we had the Awakening Zone into Slime. It just got dealt with. Rofella's just so good. Our opponents had the turn 2 Rofellas both games. Woodfall Primus. Yeah. Brutal. Not even really sure what our good draws are here. Probably like a Hermit into a Cradle. Our opponent with only 2 cards in hand. Cultivate, not a great draw. I don't think I can even block this Woodfall Primus right here. I need to just like hope to draw a duplicate or something. I guess that being the case, I should have blocked Slime last turn, but I didn't feel great about that block either. It's not looking good. Murderous Cut, hit for 10. That should do it because his Woodfall has Trample. I guess if we draw exactly duplicate, that could get us out of this. Rampant Growth, not going to do it. Good games. We went 1 and 2 in the draft. Our deck was pretty clunky, and I kept a pretty sketchy hand there, but I still felt like the deck was fine. Thanks for watching. If you like the content, please subscribe to my channel. It's youtube.com/snapbolt. And thanks for watching. Till next time.